Alright, looks like we're going directly into a match. We've got Doppey's Asuri versus the Demigod's Ada on Twilight Grove.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Both players find themselves in the unarmed. Doppey going for a weapon toss, picks up the guitars, inches very slowly towards Demigod. Demigod responding in kind, decides not to pick up the mine, and Doppey tosses the mine towards him onto the Twilight Grove, lands on it.
Doppey lands on the mine, but he's trying to keep that pressure on top of Demigod. Can he pick up the guitars? Yes, he does. Gets a downlight, gets a recovery.
Doppey finding himself doing more damage towards himself than the Demigod's actually doing. Goes for a gravity cancel, neutral light, doesn't connect. Doppey picks up the swords, and both players are struggling to land anything, but there's a D-light cider combo.
Neutral light to punish the dodge.
Completely sending Demigod into the orange. Another neutral light to catch him in the air. Completely destroying Ada with her low defense on Doppey's Asuri.
Doppey getting caught by that down air, but he doesn't care. Answers back with a downlight cider. Can he finish it off? A little bit of tapping to get into the perfect position. One nair. Can't get the recovery hit.
Yeah, this is definitely what that inching forward was from Doppey. Whoa, gets the mine and tries to D-light him into it. Doesn't quite work, but it would have been incredibly flashy. Doppey just standing there waiting for Demigod to approach. Knows he's not going to. Finds the guitars, tosses him into the air. Doesn't find the punish.
Doppey right now arguably playing with his food, but Demigod says, you can't eat me yet. What? Side heavy into the bouncing mine. Doppey taken down, gives him a thumbs up. He's like, you know what, that was hot.
What an excellent execute from Demigod, and he actually takes the lead in this game. Doppey's behind a stock, holds onto the swords. It's only going to take one D-light cider to end Demigod's stock, but regardless, if he can get any damage on, that's excellent.
Ooh, but the side air from Doppey ends up taking out before Demigod's able to capitalize on that slight stock advantage.
Ooh, and it brings it back to even 2-2. The Demigod still has the ability to do something with his stock. Tosses two bombs out of the way, one's a mine, lands on the middle of the ground. Let's see if Doppey runs into that again. Decides not to, picks up the spear, and immediately goes for a gravity cancel sidelight. An interesting option from Demigod.
Doppey juggling Demigod into the sky, but Demigod makes it back down, gets a nice neutral light, side light into a side air, side sig on top of Doppey, and Doppey getting into the orange.
Yeah, that's not
side air from Doppey though.
You definitely don't want to be taking that kind of damage, especially from an Ada. There's a mine already on the other side of Twilight Grove. Doppey picks up a bomb, doesn't bounce it off the side of the wall, inching forward with the swords, but gets punished by a down air. Doppey himself finds a D-light in the side air, bringing Demigod into orange.
Doppey picks up the guitars, but Demigod picks up the bomb and gets the ground pound on top of Doppey.
Wow, taking the lead once again, only this time with less damage taken to his legend. Doppey's actually kind of struggling here on Twilight Grove. Has the sword, goes for that D-light down air, sending the Demigod below the stage.
The mine hit.
Oh, that weapon toss barely missing. Doppey goes for that slide charge disco, but doesn't connect. Missing his unarmed combat. Demigod's doing a good job of holding onto his stock.
Doppey looking for the opportunity in, dodging forward, going for signatures, but still not able to connect yet. Mine not going to be it. Not going to connect again.
Wow, barely clips him with that recovery. Gets it down, light into side air. Doppey's actually taking a decent amount of damage. He needs to be able to end the stock rather quickly. Tosses the weapons to his face, inches forward, doesn't get anything off of it, and a side air ends Demigod's stocks and bring it back to 1-1.
Stocks evened up. Is Doppey going to be able to take weapon control? No. Demigod has plenty of options, and Doppey didn't clear the board. Recovery on the Demigod. Doppey knows his guitar strings.
And Doppey definitely knows his spacing, making sure that he can get within those gun hitboxes and not getting punished by them. Finds the sword, another D-light cider to send him into the orange. Doppey looks like he's taking complete control over the stock.
Downlight down air from Doppey, and the weapon toss finishes it.
Player 2 wins.
Taking the first match. What a brutal stock from Doppey. Almost seeming like he turned on the ability to play well and destroy the Demigod. Taking game 1 in this best of 3. Demigod talking about how he's shaking and it's his first tournament. Regardless, that's an excellent showing from him. Doppey being somebody who's placed well consistently at gravity cancel some days, especially with his Asuri.
Absolutely. Demigod, the fact that he was able to get Doppey down to his last stock and got him into the orange on his first tournament showing is definitely good. Definitely something to be proud of. And obviously, he's not out of it yet. He's still got one more chance to stay inside the winner's bracket, and then he's got all of loser's bracket to go through as well.
Indeed. Benefit of having a double elimination bracket is so sometimes you have a bad game, sometimes you have matches that end up countering you, and You're always able to give it a second shot, be able to adjust your playstyle by encountering them again through the loser's bracket, maybe even coming back for Grand Finals. But here we go, Game 2 of this best of 3, going back to Twilight Grove. Looks like DemiGod wants to try his luck at this stage once again. No mind spawning this time. Both players find their weapons without doing any unarmed combat, and Doppey immediately opens up the neutral light, doesn't find any follow-up. There's the recovery, however. And a decent amount of damage is already dealt.
Doppey working with these guitars, gets the signature, gets a second one. DemiGod not done yet. Oof.
Absolutely brutal strings from Doppey here. Finds that unarmed combo into recovery, nearly killing off the top. Picks up the sword, hits him with the side air, and immediately goes for the weapon toss once again. DemiGod can't land. A dive kick. Does he have any jumps? He does. Barely touches the island.
DemiGod not given any room to breathe. Has yet to get a touch of damage. Maybe that falling side air, but other than that, DemiGod basically taken down with the all-out aggression from Doppey.
Doppey being relentless with the guitars that game. Anything that spawned, just tossed it into his face and continued to combo. Going for multiple down airs that chase DemiGod off the side of the stage. DemiGod struggling to find a weapon. Here's the spear. Doppey tosses guitars in the air, goes for an arm, but none of it connects. DemiGod's back in the position where he can be in the neutral once again.
Doppey gets a sword this time and is getting caught out by these down airs and these side airs from DemiGod. Is DemiGod going to be able to get through? No, gets ground pounded mid-recovery and doesn't get the wall touch, falls to his death. And Doppey looking to get the 3-0.
Doesn't even have a jump. Goes for the spear once again, trying to regain his bearings. Going over for the down air, finds a neutral air, and a side air as well. Be able to get a decent amount of damage on the Doppey. Goes for that neutral save, gets punished, however. Doppey hits with that neutral air to recover. Follows him with the neutral air himself, and deals a decent amount of damage.
Doppey chasing again with that dare, and DemiGod bumps his head twice, falls to his death, and Doppey gets the 3.